Why did Brazil choose a European missile over India's AKASH? You might be surprised to know that the reason has to do with accuracy and performance gaps. Let's start at the beginning. Brazil is a rising power in Latin America and recently made a pivotal decision in its defense strategy. It opted for a European missile system over India's indigenously developed AKASH. But how did Brazil even get on India's radar? Well, it all started with the country's growing need for modern air defense systems. Enter the AKASH, a medium-range missile developed by the Defense Research and Development Organization, or DRDO. It's designed to intercept and destroy aerial threats like fighter jets, bombers, and missiles. Since its introduction, the AKASH has been a crucial part of India's defense network, successfully engaging various aerial targets. Its initial cost was estimated to be around $6 billion. But due to inflation, the price per unit now hovers around $10 billion. Despite this, the AKASH offers a compelling value proposition, especially considering its proven track record. In fact, during the recent standoff between Israel and Hamas, India's very own Israeli-made Iron Dome system was put to test and performed exceptionally well, intercepting numerous rockets fired by Hamas. Given its effectiveness, it's not surprising that Brazil initially took interest in the AKASH missile. Reports of the deal first emerged in late 2022, when high-ranking officials from both countries met on the sidelines of the UN General Assembly in New York. But what exactly made Brazil interested in the AKASH missile? Perhaps it was the missile's advanced capabilities, its proven reliability, or India's reputation as a reliable defense partner. Whatever the reason, the AKASH missile was on Brazil's radar. However, in early July 2025, reports from Brazil confirmed a halt in negotiations for the AKASH. This decision came as a surprise to many, especially since Brazil had been eyeing the AKASH missile for quite some time. Even more perplexing was the timing. After all, India is making a strong push to boost its defense exports. In fact, the country has set an ambitious target of achieving a whopping $35 billion in defense exports by 2025. That's a big dream. So why did Brazil decide against the AKASH? According to a statement from the Brazilian embassy in New Delhi, the decision was driven by technical reasons related to the missile's accuracy and performance. Now, while they didn't go into specifics, this explanation raises several questions. What exactly are the technical reasons behind the decision? How do they affect the performance of the AKASH missile? And what does this development mean for India's defense export plans? Well, according to the Economic Times, one of the primary concerns highlighted by Brazil is the AKASH missile's maximum range of 250 kilometers compared to the European missile S-400 kilometers. To make matters worse, the European missile boasts a hit probability of 98, whereas the AKASH falls slightly behind at 90. Additionally, the European missile can simultaneously engage up to 10 targets, giving it a significant edge over the AKASH's 6 simultaneous targets capability. Another area where the European missile outperforms the AKASH is in its ability to intercept and destroy incoming missiles traveling at a speed of Mach 10 or more. In contrast, the AKASH has a maximum speed interception capability of only Mach 4.5. Furthermore, the production capacity of the two systems is vastly different. While the European missile boasts an annual production of 300 units, the AKASH lags behind with only 10 to 12 missiles produced annually. Considering these substantial performance gaps, it's easy to understand why Brazil ultimately decided to go with the European missile system. But what does this decision mean for India's defense export plans? Well, it's definitely a setback, but not a fatal blow. India still has other promising defense export prospects, including the Tejas aircraft and advanced towed artillery guns. So while the loss of the Brazilian deal is unfortunate, it's important to focus on the bigger picture. That's all for today. See you next time.